Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I like to try to change it up every now and then so you won't get bored. We appreciate the viewership. We are looking at a situation where we're wrapping up this part of March, and we only have like 1 week left in March. That's crazy, isn't it? But let's go ahead and move along with our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today, pretty comfortable, 72, low 60. Water temperature now is still at 65 degrees. Well, all you folks want to go Spanish fishing, it's still slowed down a little bit, but they're still going to be out there. But this water temperature did drop 2 degrees. River reading is brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. We're looking at the Apalachicola at Brunstown, 16.4 with a slow drop to it, and the Choctawhatchee Caravelle, 9.5. and a steady drop with it. So both of them are dropping out, but they're both going to be high this weekend. If you're doing any kind of river fishing or feeder creek fishing, it's talked to some folks from Howard Creek, and that water's way up there. That's what they said, it's way up there. Okay, our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Decent tide today, low at 6:11 this morning, and then high at 9:58. Tomorrow's tide is not going to be very good. You'll have a little bit of an incoming tide tomorrow, and also it's going to be helped a lot by the wind tomorrow, but it's coming in at southeast at about 13. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Our times, we're looking at 10:10 to 12:10 this morning, and tonight, actually 10:30 to 12:30. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to try to call up Quarters during the break and get a fishing report from them. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. And on the phone with us, we have Captain Kim from Quarters Marina down in beautiful town of Carabel, Florida. Good morning, Captain Kim.
Good morning, Mr. Chester. It is a gorgeous morning. And look at our webcam. You can watch the sunrise with us all.
Oh, that's awesome. Listen, we're looking at I know we were just talking off air, but we've had some pretty rough weather as far as fishing and all, but how are y'all doing down there?
We're not doing too bad. We've got the diehards that are going to go out there no matter what, to get their limit. And they've been doing pretty good with the pompano right off the beach, too. So it's starting to look up.
No kidding. So you're already catching pompano down there. That's good news.
Yeah, I have some all kinds of sharks, too, for fun on the beach. And I sent you a picture, I think, yesterday of a girl that caught a little shark. And, I mean, they're having all kinds of fun out there.
I'm going to show that picture later on. Was that a little bonnet head shark?
Yeah, I think so. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, what's going on? Are some of the guys and girls getting up the river a little bit?
Yeah, Mr. Beebe, of course, catched all the brim in the last couple days, so hopefully there'll be some left. But I've heard some good reports on bass, too, up the river.
Oh, good deal. And how about the inshore, in the bay and all, in redfish and trout?
Yeah, trout, redfish are hitting hard, and the sheep's head are real plentiful right here at the pavilion, just down the river a little bit.
Okay, that's good to hear about the sheephead. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate that report. That's some pretty good news considering all the weather we've had.
Yeah, it's really looking up, too. I think we'll have some good weather after Saturday.
Well, thank you so much, Captain Kim, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Sounds good. Hope so. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you. Well, that's a good report right there. And they got so many places to fish down there. She mentioned the pavilion. If you remember when I do the video from the trips, we go right by that pavilion. That's a public pavilion. You can fish right off the dock right there, and you see what they're catching. All right, let me get hooked up now. We'll show you some pictures, and also you can go up the river, or you got inshore, and then the pompano report. That's good news right there. All right, I've got a lot of announcements from the FWC. I'm gonna have Travis come on next week, and we'll talk about it. But I just have a lot of reports here. I need to go and get them out because they've been on. I'm just gonna sort of go through them real fast. This is FWC. Did you know this? Right here. Okay, it's sea turtle nesting season arrives along Florida coast. Okay, so the sea turtle nesting is here, and just be aware of that. It goes on and talks about that. If you see this roped off, we all know that. If you have questions, just call FWC. Did you know this? Bat maternity season coming up in April. I did not know this, but bat maternity season coming up in April, and it just sort of gives you some things to talk about. There are 13 bat species. If you want them legally moved, I think you need to call people. They're in a different way to do it, but call FWC if you have bat problems. Okay, and there are a couple more. This was interesting. FWC officers stopped vessel with multiple illegal Haitian immigrants, guns, drugs, and night vision equipment. Okay, Sebastian Inlet. And also one more, this nesting season is underway. A lot of things going on with FWC right now. So nesting season is going on with the water birds, and they have some places for them protected, okay? All right, we're talking about Spanish mackerel. I thought it'd be a cool idea. What's the nutrition facts on Spanish mackerel? I know y'all couldn't sleep last night because you wanted to hear about this kind of stuff. The total fat, this is 100 grams of Spanish mackerel. I don't know how big that is, but anyway. So I've always looked at nutrition facts. I just have a habit of it. I'm surprised at the cholesterol that has 25% cholesterol in it. That's another reason I don't eat them, I guess, but it's high in cholesterol. No sugar, and about not much of anything else. So interesting enough, but it does have a little bit of fat. And I didn't think fish had that much cholesterol, but it's an oily fish. Okay, I'm gonna come. Let me get set up. I'm gonna go. Jeff, let me jump to another picture. Some other pictures here. Okay, let's take a look at this right here. Bluebirds. Kenny Bostrick and Martha Bostrick. They're the first one to send me pictures of the bluebird eggs. I get them from several viewers, but man, isn't that a beautiful sight of nature? I mean, the color itself, I thought it was so cool. And I know I'll be getting some. We haven't checked ours lately. Jay Bird, hey coach, it's me. I just want to say hey and also show off this 21-pound I got an open weekend on public land in Gaston County. Thanks again for all you do. It means the world to our community. On the bottom I said, that's great. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Did you call them up? So anyway, here are the pictures. Isn't that a great picture? Had a decoy out there. And there's a weight on it right there. It's 21 pounds. That's a big gobbler there in Gaston County. And got him thrown over the shoulder, a big old smile. Good job, Jay Bird. And he answered, he said, yes, sir. I did call him up. I called him up Saturday morning. We ended up having a little bit of rain coming through and had some thunder. I talked to the biologists as well as several hunters from Mariana to Monticello, and everyone said they were having hard times hearing the birds gobble. But thankfully, on St. Patrick's Day, I was able to hoot like an owl to get him to gobble. Got position, have him come in within 20 yards, and he was done by 8:15. Good job, Jay Bird. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're going to jump on something that it's not, I don't know a whole lot about it. I've just heard about it. It's over in Walton County, our viewing area, so I just want to share it with you because it affects surf fishermen and beach goers and all, and a lot of y'all over there probably know more about it than I do, but I just to basically, this is about beach access and different things. They sent out a chart, a color chart of what it is, and basically on the bottom right there, that's a private beach if you see red, okay? So now with that being said, I'm going to scoot over here, and I'm going to start on the west end, and see, look at the colors on the line. So green looks good, red looks bad. So that's one segment right there towards Sandestin, and then let's move on from west to east, to the middle part, Santa Rosa. You see the different colors on the beach right there? Man, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do. There's some beach access points, but this is really, and then on the eastern end, going to Water Sound, Rosemary, see a lot of red down there. And that means, I guess you can't go there. And that's the same picture again, even a little bit further. But anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. I don't know the ramifications of it. I do know that it's a lot of descent over there and that. I hate to see places taken away from outdoorsmen and the public itself, but it is what it is. Don't forget, tomorrow is Nautical Yard Sale. I really wish I could go. I have a service to attend tomorrow morning, and so it's canceled me out. But it's going to be at the St. Andrews Marina now, right around the corner on the north end of the marina there. They've done this before, so this will be a lot of cool stuff. Moving on real quick. This is Bruce Van Wieren, retired Michigan game warden. I caught a 25-inch and a 24-inch catfish this week. I filleted the big one and let the other one go. I watch you every morning. So Bruce, it's great to hear from you. And I think this is one he must have let go. And I think this is one he must have filleted. Well, that is some good meat right there, some catfish right there. Okay. Coming up, we mention this every year, and because the tagged redfish, this is 2024. I think it starts in April, I believe. So we need to get going on it. Here's the prizes this year. I don't have the pictures. The first 5 confirmed tagged redfish winners will receive their choice. So if you're the first one you catch, if you're the first one to catch it, you get a contender, your choice. Contender 22, a deck cat, flats cat. I don't know much about that boat. Number 3, a micro drift skiff. Number 4, a spider boat. And number 5, a Sea-Doo Fish Pro. They make those Sea-Doos we can fish now. I think there's that catfish right there, deck cat. Is that some kind of boat? Sort of like a deck boat. That is interesting, isn't it? A lot of stories. But anyway, moving on. This is one I didn't get to finish yesterday. Carl Andrews, I know you and Darylyn are watching. Okay, here's John Carl Tilghman and I, Carl Andrews, roosted 4 gobblers Monday afternoon. Went back Tuesday morning, and John Carl called this one in by himself and killed him at 9:45. What a great picture right there. Let's see. And then move over here, and here he is. He's one proud young man, but a prouder papa. I traded carrying him turkey hunting if he would help me build walls. So this is good on spring break. Carl promised him he'd take him to Turkey, but he had to come back and work for his papa. And that's a win-win for everybody. Good job, Carl. I know y'all enjoyed that. Okay. Here it is, folks. This is Bobby Smith on bass number 60,000. Here it is right there. And this is Lake Wimico, and we filmed it this week. This would be on Monday's show, the trip with Bobby. The whole show Monday would be the video because I showed him catching 18 bass. And this is Winston Chester bass number, I lost count, but it's high up there anyway. But we had a good day. It was cold. We know how these mornings this week have been cold. It was downright cold. But a good time was had by all. And Captain Kim just mentioned this, the bonnet head. Well, not sure of the classification, but some fun folks fishing off Carabel Beach. Folks, shark fishing this time of year, here it is right here. Shark fishing this time of year is a lot of fun. Catch them and let them fight and then release them. Okay, got those. I'm going to end up on this one because this is such a good positive one. Our good friends, Tim and Linda Jennings, okay? She posted this. Many years ago, our good friends Winston and Gail Chester gave Linda and I a beautiful, Tim wrote this, Linda and I a beautiful little graybeard tree that they rooted from his dad's tree growing at their old home place in Quincy, Florida. I try to post a picture every year showing its beautiful beard-like tassels which bloom every March. It has withstood hurricanes, tornadoes, freezes, hailstorms, and still standing strong. And this is one beautiful tree. I remember when we planted, Daddy had he had a beautiful gray beard. He would take he would splice some limbs off of it and he rooted them. And I gave some to friends. But this is up in Lynn Haven, and that is one beautiful tree, and that's very special to me. And I told Linda, my dad, if he rode by there, he would be smiling from ear to ear now, seeing that his tree blooming like that. So anyway, that takes care of a picture. We got a lot more stuff, but that's I did want to talk about. Let me see. One thing is spring break now. And I was thinking about this the other day. You know, we get so many visitors to come in, and I wish we could especially these college students, and they've been well behaved this year, but I wish we could get them in doing outdoor stuff. I got thinking, so my mind just sort of starts rolling when I think about it. You know, you could have or mainly the Tourist Development Council, because they got the money to do it, set up some fishing tournaments or something, have colleges against colleges, have a scoreboard or something up at the pier, and have a little surf fishing category, and University of Auburn, these kids catch so many pounds, and then Georgia over here, and then Ole Miss in Florida, and of course the Gators probably would win, but no, I tell you who would probably win would be either Auburn or Mississippi State. They got a lot of outdoor boys there, and Ole Miss would be strong too. But anyway, just doing some kind of outdoor activities for the college students. Put them on the pier. Another thing too, I thought about these head boats. If you need to do it at a college and get them excited about going fishing on a head boat at this time of year. So it would be neat to just have them doing all kind of stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but I just had it written down. So anyway, I want to, let's see, don't forget now, Monday show will be the bass tournament. One thing I was going to say about a bass tournament, we had like 3 things going against us. It was cold. It was 38 degrees at the boat ramp. It was muddy, the river's high. And the third thing, the Mossy Oak Bass Club, which is a bunch of older guys, retired, and they have their tournaments once a month, and they happened to be down there that morning. They had like 25 boats there, so it was a challenge. Lake Wimico had some of the spots were covered. All right, let's do our drawing. Here we go, from Tarpon Dock Seafood. This is Greg Abrams' company, and his 2 sons, Austin and Adam, helped run that company. The winner of the first one is Faith Owens. Okay, I'm gonna just take it. Okay, that's the top one right there. I'm throwing the second one back in. Faith Owens from Weeball won $20. And the winner of the Big Red Snapper, I think I just got one now, okay. From Lynn Haven, Joel Miller. All right, Joel Miller wins the Big Red Snapper. So from Weeball, Faith Owens, and from Lynn Haven, Joel Miller. All right, we're gonna take a break, come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Okay, welcome back, and welcome to Famous Friday Fishing Forecast, brought to us by Jessica Ling Financial and Insurance Group and Matt Andrews, Hammer Down Roofing. Two good folks there, and they'll take care of your needs in those categories. First thing I think about when we're looking at this weekend, you got the first word comes up, moon. The moon, okay, because Monday night will be a full moon, so we're right on the verge of a full moon, and things going to be really busting out as far as the. We're talking about bass fishing first, because I got to go this week with Bobby, and it was always enjoyable to go on Bobby. And he said he only had to catch 18. He said he's sure he could do that. It took a little while to do it, but can you imagine? Going somebody, well, I know I can catch 18 or 20. I mean, no matter what the weather is. But we're talking about the moon, how the moon affects them, and Bobby, he's an expert on it. So. And we both agreed about coming up to full moon, and then how the males are fanning the bed, and he's seen it a lot more times than I have. But we got between the full moon of March and then going into April, a lot of bass activity, a lot of pond activity. So I'd recommend that. The Sandhill ponds. If we're talking about Lake Seminole, we got some good reports from Lake Seminole. Moving on to inshore, the Spanish. We talked about the Spanish. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're talking about the Spanish. You can hear me now? Okay, and I'm just going to hold it here, okay? We're talking about the Spanish mackerel, and they're doing real good. It's the first time we've ever done this. So the Spanish mackerel is strong here. And Carabel, I just heard a report on the pompano catching them right there on the beach, and that's good. They're catching them there, and also on the west end of catching pompano. So I would say we're right on the verge. I don't think the big run started, but we're right on the verge. Also wrote down redfish in the bay, again, have been strong. The sheephead bite has been real good, and also the trout bite this week. A week ago, I was at a redfish tournament and got to talk to 20-something. There were 24 boats. I talked to most of the guys coming in and talked to them when they got to weigh in, and they all talked about the bay was in great shape. Water's clear, a lot of mullet out there. They're seeing flounder, so it's looking really good in the San Andrew Bay system. I want to mention about, I don't talk about this a lot, but using live shrimp, a lot of a drum and sheephead have been caught using live shrimp. I've got that report from one place. Pier fishing, the Spanish is strong on that. Using that Clark spoon, that real shiny Clark spoon. Don't be afraid to take several with you because you're gonna get cut off pretty good bit with a Spanish mackerel unless you have a really strong leader. And if you use a wire leader, then sometimes it spooks them. So you sort of have to, go in there and learn it yourself instead of some of the people ask, well, tell me exactly what I need to do. Just get a basic understanding of it and just go out there and do it. Catfish. Over in Choctawhatchee River, catfishing should be really good. The river's going down. There's so many feeder creeks and all in that Choctawhatchee River system in the northern part of the area. I mean, it's a unique area. We talk a lot about Apalachicola Bay, but they have nothing on the Choctawhatchee Bay as far as those rivers and creeks and all. Also talked about bridge fishing. Bridge fishing is going to be good. Again, I'm seeing more and more people doing it. The sheephead bite has been strong and been steady. So again, if you use fiddler crabs or little pieces of shrimp, remember the sheephead, they're going to nibble on it. Flounder, a little bit, the flounder coming in right now is small. There's a little bit of flounder fishing going on, but the best bet, is going to be bass fishing. It's going to be strong, but the river's high, so go in these smaller places like ponds and all. Also, again, the Spanish mackerel bite is going to be strong in all of our areas, from Choctawhatchee Bay all the way over here to Carabel. Good steady bite on it. Remember now, it has a lot of cholesterol in it. Okay, I've got about a minute left. If you get a chance to get to the pier, it's going to be really good on the pier. Can you see me now, Jeff? So I would recommend pier fishing. Go there and like I say, just get some good casts in it. We'll be taking Outdoor Ed kids April the 3rd, about 2 weeks, and hopefully the Spanish will still be around. Bonita, they're catching some bonita right near shore. Triggerfish has been biting strong. I got a good report on it. But if I was going surf fishing this week, I would target the pompano, but I would really go down toward the Cape or more toward the Carabel area. It's really crowded on the west end. If you go that way, you really want to go in the morning and get on out of there. And I don't know where you can fish on Walton County beaches. It's just going to be really a challenge there. So we're going to wrap it up for the week. We've had a good week. I've enjoyed doing the show, and we'll be with you next week. Got a video Monday. Got several guests coming on. A lot of good information to share with you, my fellow outdoorsmen. So y'all have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Be careful, and as always, do something good today for your fellow man. Enjoy our great outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.